All right, we're doing this live. Let's kick off with the intro, the famous intro.
China is for China. China is not for Africa.
Yes, yo, man. Welcome to FKU Africa Podcast. This is your host, Maneza F8, coming to you. I'm still in the depths, man, in the Durban, KZN. This is where I'm at, as at the moment. So, man, we're keeping it cool, we're keeping it real out here in the depths. Durban, I'm coming live to you today. We are live using StreamYard to support the podcasts. Check out Maneza F8.co.za and go to music. You can buy the music and join the tribe and become one of the team. Cough up your 30 rand and support us. What else you can do to support? Oh man, you can also check out DistroKid if you know someone that is doing music, wants to put their music online, want to put your music on your Spotify, your Apple Podcasts, your YouTube Music. Go to distrokid.com. You can check that in the description, man. I will write down for you there using that link there. I'm getting something, you're getting something also, the discount. So we all getting something. You can also support the podcast by going to, if you want to go into cryptocurrency and invest there with your Ethereums, Bitcoins, Dogecoins, all the kind of coins, man. Go to Revix.com. Go to use the link in the description to get there. You will get your 300 to kick off. Once you deposit some money, you get something to kick off and invest in cryptocurrency and join the party, man. This is the world that we're going into now in our days. We're going into cryptocurrency. So don't miss out on those, man. You can support the podcast. You don't have to pay anything, you don't have to cough up anything. You can just support the podcast by share to only 4 people, man. Just send them the link, send one and say, okay, yeah, please check out this podcast. It's great. If it's great or if it's garbage, check out this garbage, man. I just ran into this garbage podcast. Check it out, man. It's funny. The guy is just trying to speak English, but it's not his mother tongue. But he doesn't care. He's butchering the English like crazy in that podcast. But the message is there, man. Just check it out, the podcast, and just share in your Facebook, in your WhatsApp, whatever, man. That's all you can do to support if you don't want to do any of those. So let's get to the topic of today. Yeah, man. The topic of today is all about tribe, man. Tribe comes in a different kind of stream, man. Tribe can be anything. Tribe can be from you avoiding to pay your bills, from you avoiding to pay your traffic fines, from you borrowing money from someone and I can dive and not and avoiding to pay that person. That's the kind of a tribe that tribe can be from the politicians uh, chowing the money, state money. Crime can be from the policemen accepting bribe, from people in the streets, can be from a traffic cop accepting bribe from you when you caught speeding or caught drunk, accepting that kind of a money is considered as crime. So crime is not only when you see those kids in the streets going around robbing people. That's the kind of a crime that comes to our mind when we think about crime. But crime is very vast, man. So if you talk about crime, you need to expand on it, expand and start to think of the root cause. What is the root cause of the crime in South Africa, mainly, or in Africa mainly, because crime is spread around Africa, across the world, man. Most of the serious crimes are coming out of Africa. Those crimes that no one really talks about, your kidnapping, your human trafficking, your drug smuggling, you're smuggling drugs by consumption. Did they count human trafficking? Yes, I did. There's a lot, man, of kind of crimes that we grew up not even knowing those kind of crimes existed, but they are here in our doorsteps now. So we need to pay attention to those, and those are brought here by people who are not even from here in Africa. We might blame those from our brothers from Zimbabwe, brothers from Nigeria, Ghana, West Africa. Yes, we might blame we might blame them from those, but mainly the serious crimes are coming from Europe, East Europe, South America, your Colombia, all these places. Those kind of crimes, they're coming from those places. So we are new to those kind of crimes where you find people who are snatching kids. And ship them to other places and go and sell them. We are new to those kind of crimes here in Africa, man. So we really need to talk about those kind of crimes, man. What are we really doing? Do we trust the police to really stand firm and fight these crimes? Do we trust the police to protect us when it comes to these crimes, man? I don't really think we can. I don't really think we can, but I think it's something that we need to do. Perhaps we need to trust these guys to kind of protect us. But then what I'm going to is we look into crime only in a straight narrow. We need to fix that. You can't look into anything in a straight narrow. There's a lot of things that goes into anything that is happening. There are a lot of factors that are factoring whatever is going on. So if you're talking about murder, what kind of a murder is? Are you talking about homicide? Are you talking about a first degree murder? Are you talking about second degree murder? Are you talking about premeditated murder? What kind of murder are those? So if you look at statistics, when you talk statistics, they just say murder. What kind of murders are those? Are just murders by chance? Are these premeditated murders? Are these murders for hire? It is homicide. What kind of murders are those? So we need to break down things. If you say that South Africa is top 10 in murders, which murders are those? Are those murders that can be really be prevented? Are those methods that we can put measures to make sure that those methods are being kept down? If you don't know which kind of methods are those, how can we really look into those and make sure that we combat those methods? How can we? So what I'm looking at now, just want to show uh, the methods by the countries, because yeah. Let's look at uh, let's look at this. This needs the entire. Okay. All right. Okay. Not sure if you're seeing this, but okay. Now I just search now countries with most medals. This is for 2017 up until now. So South Africa, it is there in top 10 in the world. This is the world, not even South Africa. On top, we got El Salvador, Honduras, Venezuela, United States, Jamaica, Lesotho is in number 6. This is a surprise. This is a surprise. Murders in Lesotho. What kind of murders are those? Are these murders for hire? Are these like a premeditated murders? Are they murders by chance? What kind of murders are those? So yeah, Pesel, Saint Venice, and the Grenadines. I don't even know these countries. I don't even know this one as well. Then South Africa. These are countries. These two countries I don't even know, but they're murdering each other. We don't even know them. Imagine being in a country where no one even knows you, but you keep on murdering each other. Ah, it's crazy, man. South Africa is there. It's crazy. It's alarming. So we're checking now what below the list of countries homicide rate, or this is homicide. So it's great now that because it's kind of classified. This is a homicide rate number from 100 people, 100,000 people. So that accidental death in case of self-inflicted is more commonly called suicide. So this is not a suicide. This is homicide. It's happening at home. Homicide, like murder, wife and husband, boyfriend and girlfriend. This is South Africa is dead number 8. There's a lot of those that are happening in South Africa where you find a boyfriend killing their girlfriends, husband killing their wives, wives killing their husbands, matters for hire, all these things. We've seen these things happening. So this is the kind of things that we need to break down. This is homicide. But what was this? Facts, contributed into what? Top 10 highest murder rate. According to United Nations Office of Drugs and Crime, Global Studies and Homicide. Yeah, they talk about homicide. So yeah, now we're talking about the cities, going to the cities, because they can be classified when it comes to cities, because South Africa can be the highest in terms of countries, but in cities can be the lowest. So this is a city in Mexico. So if you notice, even in the previous list, in this list, there's a lot of South American countries: El Salvador, Honduras, Venezuela, Jamaica. Those are all South American countries. So that's something that you need to look into as well. In most of these countries, there are black people. That's something that you need to look to as well. So this is Mexico, Venezuela, Mexico, South Africa. That's crazy. All Mexico, one Venezuela, Caracas, then South Africa, Cape Town. Cape Town is topping. We all know that in Nyanga, Mitchell's Plain, all those places, there's a high meta rates there that are happening. So those are the things that also we need to look at, because I'm still going to break down these things. I'm still going to break down in the upcoming episodes. I'm just introducing this topic now of crime. Well, crime is broad. I think I'm gonna do maybe 4 episodes on this, trying to break down. So in the next episode, I'm going to break down uh in which cities in Cape Town, and what has been done, what have been done, the methods that are being on the highlights, also on the newspapers and all those. So those are the things that I'm going to talk about. What is dangerous cities? Where most dangerous cities in Africa? This is unrelated. So yeah, man. I think I was sharing. I don't think you did see that. That would be crazy if that was the case. All right. So I hope you did see all that I was sharing. If not, I can share the links for you to check those statistics that I was checking, because those are the things that we need to look into. So, uh, seeing that there's so much murders around the world, also South Africa is topping when it comes to murders. My thinking is that we need to bring back now the death sentence. So I'm going to write in the titled life sentence, because they're gonna curate my video and put it down to down and monetize it, because they don't want to see those kind of words in the titles and stuff. So this is why I write life sentence. But now what I'm talking about actually is the death sentence. I think it's time now we bring back that, because in these moments it seems like going to prison is something that they don't even criminals, they don't even care about. Criminals, they don't even care about going to prison. So we must make them care. We must make them scared of going to prison, because if we continue like this, we're gonna see a rise in crime. You are not safe wherever you are. We've seen a lot of incidents where criminals will break into your house and terrorize your family and take your belongings, and sometimes rape your family, rape your wife, your daughters, if you have daughters, in front of you. Those things are happening. So if you can identify those people and you know exactly, and they can be traced, in a right way, they need to go to they need to die. I'm sorry, but we need to be firm when it comes to trying. The next time we vote, we need to raise these things. Politicians need to tell us what are they doing to combat crime. What are their plans? If you are going to vote for DA, the question needs to be answered when it comes to crime. What is your plan to combat crime in South Africa? If you're going to vote for ANC again, that this crime has been happening under their noses, you need to ask them, what is your plan? Even though we know that there's no plan on their side because they have failed. These things have been happening ever since they are in charge for over 30 years now. Nothing has changed. So wherever it's time to vote, you need to make sure that you look into the policies of whatever political party that you're going to vote for, because it is really important for you to understand that whenever you're going to vote for whichever party you're going to vote for, you understand their policies when it comes to crime. It's important combating crime, income tax, your tax. The last episode we're talking about tax. You must understand what is their plan to reduce the income tax, sales tax, and corporate tax. You need to understand what is their plan for schools, because the kind of education that we are getting now is nonsense. All the South African kids today, they're getting nonsense education. You pass grade 12, you don't know how to do anything, you don't even know how to fill up a tax form. They don't know how to even to fill up a tax form, but they got grade 12 in their hands. Some they have diplomas and degrees, but they can't fill up a tax rate form. They can't even they can't fix anything. Guys and girls, they can't do anything in their hands. They can't even some they can't even create an email address, but they got diplomas and they started. No literacy, no nothing. All they know is to show us the gowns when they finish their diplomas, wearing the gowns and taking pictures. But you ask him to do one simple thing: please create email addresses for these kids, all of them. They wouldn't even know where to start to do that. Nothing. We can go to them and say, hey, I know you are the learned one here in this street. Please, uh, uh, we want to do tax returns. Can you please complete these forms for us? Go to the SARS website and do tax returns for us. They wouldn't know where to start. We can't fix phones. We can't fix computers. I'm not even talking fixing hardware of computers. People, they can't even operate with Word, Microsoft Word. They can't operate with that. They can't even install their own website softwares in their websites, no, in their computers. They can't do anything. If you got a new computer now and give it to a kid, so yeah, here's your computer. They will ask you for softwares, but the softwares are all over in the internet. They will ask you how to connect to the internet. Some people they can't even connect to the Wi-Fi. They don't know how to connect to Wi-Fi, let alone hotspotting. But those people, they say that they are learned. I know learned when you are learned at the highest rate doesn't mean that you need to understand these things. But these things are basic things. Those are the general knowledge. Those are the things that you should know just generally. You're not even going to school. You don't need to go to school and understand these things. Those are the just general things that you should know, but we don't know. As a man, you can't even build a stoop for you in your house. Let alone taking care of the grass and the trees around you. Nothing you can do of those. Those things are not supposed to be taught at school. Those things we don't even know what to do. We became so lazy that we hire people to cook for us. We have our fingernails onto the Uber Eats. If you can see someone Uber Eats his order in their phone, it's a long list of Uber Eats. They must be ashamed of themselves. Those people that can cook, some of them they don't know how to cook. They never thought at home to cook because there was always people who were hired to cook for them in their houses, which is not African. A man, a girl, a boy, or whatever need to understand, need to learn how to live by themselves. Cooking is not for girls, cooking is not for boys, cooking is for everyone. You need to learn how to live by yourself. If you're learning how to live by yourself, cooking is the first thing because you need to eat. Taking care of the house, cleaning, washing your clothes, those things need to be taught. Because those kids that now we're growing up in the suburbs with the nannies and helpers and whatever. When they go and stay there by themselves, they show up now. They can't do anything. They can't even make upuza mandla like more fight. They can't make a more fight. You don't know how to do it. It's either there's a lot of water or there's a lot of more fight. It's crazy. Even eggs, it's crazy. So yeah, man, we need to understand that it's real out there. The crime is real out there. This episode is going to continue. It's going to break down the process of having a death sentence. What are the pros? What are the cons of that? Which tribes that are predominantly in South Africa and also Africa at large, and also uh, how we can combat those crimes. What can we do? The research of that is on the way. It's coming. This was just an introduction to those topics that we need to talk about. Fikiria kwa undani nduku. Amago. Please subscribe to the podcast. You know what to do. We're out.